Hey, tactical difficulties here at BroLeague Season 4. Final play day of, or final game of play day 3. We got Aute versus Danger Platypus. Joined with me right now is my favorite co-host. Sorry, Dilly, you've been replaced. Rock and roll. Rockin', introduce us to a roster.
Yes, of course I will do that. We got, first of all, Aute coming in after a couple of really hot games, looking like the best team in their division. You got Tigers, Ranger, Thunder, Wago Doggo, and Banana. On paper, this seems like a very stacked roster, and they've been putting up some pretty good results to justify that claim. But let's take a look at their opponents who are not out of it yet. It's going to be Danger Platypus.
Yeah, Danger Platypus is a team that's, had a little bit of struggling, but we'll see how they go this week. We got Martin McFly, Fancy Sun, Simon Swinging. Mitra's been replaced by Dynamite, and Garrett's in place of Messi 42. I don't think Bepe's on the roster, maybe Messi's the replacement for Bepe, but I'm not 100% certain on that one. So let's look at what we got for maps. All right. So looks like the first two bands were getting rid of some of the more daunting attack maps with Sky and Theme, and just they decided to go with Chalet for the decider with with Eos Ate attacking first and Danger Platypus on defense first. What do you think? What do you think about that, Mr. Rock and Roll?
I think it definitely makes a lot more sense for Danger Platypus to be choosing one of these maps. I mean, they did pick more structured maps, such as Villa last week against 5 FOA, and they got absolutely smoked on it. So I think going into a more kind of
Yes, they
open,
did.
roam-heavy map could definitely play into their favor here. And they're starting on the defense here first. Aoseta, I believe, opting to start on the attack. So we're hopefully going to be able to see some strong roam heavy setups here from Danger Platypus when they start out on this map.
Yeah, I'm curious to see how this plays out. Like Danger Platypus is definitely a new team, so we're not really certain what we're going to see. This is the second, or this will be the first time Eos Ate playing with their full five. Week one they subbed out Tigers and Wago. Week two they subbed out Ranger. So it'll be interesting to see how they gel for the first time on stream playing like that. So I think it'll be interesting. They are the only undefeated team left in the entire league. Granted, one of them was an overtime win, but still impressive. Let's see if they can keep that up, or if Danger Platypus will put them down a peg.
I suppose we will just have to wait and see here. Danger Platypus are looking to boost themselves up in the standings right now, currently having a 1-1 record. They managed to beat Moss Murderers on their debut, but then once again, kind of had a little bit of a misplay against 5 FOA on their second. They're looking to boost themselves up in the standings, hopefully make it up towards the top three. Aosalte want to look to secure a top three finish spot so they don't have to play in that play-in. Both this could spell disaster really for both teams. If Danger Platypus wins, Aosate have to contend with a bunch of teams that they weren't really prepared for in that play-in should they need to play in it. But Danger Platypus could face a serious threat of elimination if they do not win on Chalet here today.
Yeah, I say there's a lot of implications for this division that we're in. Because if Danger Platypus wins in regulation, it's chaos. It's utter chaos. Except for Gummy Goobers, who would be, I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure they're mathematically eliminated,
Yeah,
at least from the top three. But seeding will be very important. If AS Ate wins, it's just gonna be a scramble for like the top heavy teams at the moment. So looks like we might need a rehost. Uh,
yep.
just
Yeah,
struggling with Ranger getting in. Just
Yeah,
common siege L, some might
yep.
say.
I'll
Yeah,
put
we're
us on
gonna
technical
have to
pause.
face a few bit of technical difficulties, but before we go into a technical break, who do you think is gonna win this match, Barn?
Uh, I think it's pretty easy to say Eos Ate, but just from the fact that even not playing together, like as a full, they've won. So in theory, that should help them. And Danger Platypus is kind of an unknown quantity. It's whether or not you think if Dynamite can fix uh the sunk ship or the sinking ship rather that has been going on, which maybe he can. He is, he's very observant. Some might say. How about you, Rock?
It definitely seems like a safer bet to put on Eos Aute. They may both games they have played out. They have not had their full five. They needed some subs, but they still managed to win those two games, although it was a lot closer than it arguably could have been with their full five. Same issue, and as far as I'm aware, with Danger Platypus, their first game they had some subs as well, and that was the only victory that they've managed to secure. But it's definitely going to be interesting. Them, I believe they have a 4 with a sub this game, so it's going to be interesting to see how they take on a really dominant squad with a full 5 that has not been taken down yet.
Yeah, it'll matter on just keeping the hotter players in check because both Banana and Tigers on the season are like looking on fire. With Bananas having 1.41 rating and Tigers with a 1.51. So if you can eliminate that duo from just gunning, that might be the key to victory, honestly.
It definitely seems like they're going to be the spearhead of this attack side here, and hopefully, if we see a good enough roam here from the side of Danger Platypus starting out on their defenses to kind of meet that spearhead head on and break it off, it could spell disaster for that squad. But we're gonna have to wait and see how it plays out here in the map, which we're getting our players back into now as we speak. So hopefully it should be up here in a couple of minutes.
Yeah, it looks like the problem child of Ranger not being able to get into the previous lobby. He's in already, so things are looking up. So should be hopefully the next minute or two. As long as no one took a pee break. And we are back. Lobby set up, match is ready. Teams have set R. You know, like a nice little pirate vacation. We're gonna see the ban phase. I'm gonna guess there's gonna be a Dokkaebi ban. Because there's always a Dokkaebi ban in BroLeague.
I believe she is one of the highest banned attackers here in this league. Wasn't she? For like somewhere up to like an 80% ban rate right now.
Yeah. As the famous philosopher once said, to Dokkaebi or to not Dokkaebi? That is the question.
I don't know if you count Shakespeare as a philosopher, but
you know, I've heard it both ways.
I suppose you could argue.
Yeah. We see Thatcher, very, very basic ban to start off with, and the Lion ban. Oof, no, Dokkaebi's up on the board.
That is spicy.
Yeah.
I don't think I've seen a Lion ban in quite some time.
Yep, let's see if a Solus is banned. There we go. Solus, first defender ban. For the other one, I would expect maybe a Valk or a Mira or a Cade. Those are like
I would
the
probably
trio.
predict the Mira here. No, it's going to be in the zombie. So Valk, Mira, and Cade are all going to go through this ban phase, as well as a Dokkaebi on this attacking side. So so let's see if either of those ops are brought out for each side.
Yeah, I mean, the zombie is a good ban. The zombie is like a top 2 defense op right now, but it's a bit surprising in the BroLeague.
It is a bit surprising, especially on Chalet. I don't know if there's a whole lot
Attackers need to locate and defuse
with
bombs.
The zombie that's common on Chalet, besides like maybe an aggressive hold on the basement. We're going to see an interesting first pick with fairly standard off-being block from the side of the defense here. Yep, we're going to see the Dokkaebi there's full use of it.
Yeah, they wanted to pick something up.
10 seconds.
They went to the right side to do that. I'm surprised by the Lion ban just because Dr. Thunder is the Lion player right now. So
attackers are moving out to locate a bomb and defuse it.
Wondering how he handles the DMR.
Well, sometimes you just gotta let him cook, right?
Yeah. Oh, always let him cook. Let's see. It seems to be a library over.
Launching drone.
Offline up pretty standard for the attack. They're worried about a Valk, but no Valk is up on the board. Not really anything to scan besides the Cade Claw and the ADSs of value. So, doing their due diligence. Alibi shooting a drone, backing off though after the first one.
Attackers have
Play a shield
located a
and piano,
bomb.
watching the box head holes or whatever.
Very aggressive shield being played there. Not sure if it's going to be well advised, considering you can just hop on that piano and cut off the player, but there's no one in progress to play it at the moment. They're going to want to take this top floor control. We're trying to look for a flanker here, but there is one, but kind of slowed down this attack so far. Kind of worried about the players inside of the piano here. Swing out, tries to got Fancy Sun inside of the closet playing that shield, trying to deny any pushes. 1 minute and 30 seconds. They have that top breach opened already, so making really good headway here. Doesn't spot Banana, just making headway inside of piano. Tries to spray for the second, but it's not land. Garrett in that position. Simon to retake. Now they shoot. Oh no! He gets stuck, and that's going to be Simon dropped as well. Garrett trying to make a mountain out of a molehill, but a triple on the round from Banana to shut that one down. They've taken this top floor in 30 seconds, but Banana's Reign of Terror will end as the C4 from Bacon will come out. It's a sledge gone, not a whole lot of vertical that you can play here. Wago's going to get that other to take back the top floor here. They They have intel, but he has the shots, Ranger to fall, and he's going to fall back down those solar stairs here to try and reinforce, waiting for this final push. Coming in from Aos Aute, Lord the first responder to this push. They don't be called there. Find one, but they can find one as well. Tigers is gone. That's the Nomad off the board. Attacks a 2v2, make that a 1v2 now. As Danger Platypus, they pulled this back from the brink. It's now just all on Thunder left. He's got 15 seconds left on the clock. No case control whatsoever.
15 seconds remaining.
And little to no map control. He's just got to drop the hatch where he'll be lying. Wait, Dynamite. Way to bring it back from the side of Danger Platypus as they'll take the first round.
Yeah, what a nice turnaround. After Banana got 3 opening picks to start off that entry, like, that's just unreal. Sure, but once he was shut down, things really turned around. They kept giving them ones. Dynamite and Dark Bacon Lord, praise to him. Just holding it down. Ain't no mountain high enough, to win that
Attackers
2v5
need to
clutch.
locate and defuse bombs.
On to round 2, we're seeing the basement being brought out, and relatively standard. You have 2 wall denial, but it looks like they're saying more for like a low
Bomb located by attackers.
Definitely seems like it. You can see how that vigil and that monster individual being brought in place of that Solus as kind of that active intel denying Roma.
10 seconds to insertion.
Yeah, they're definitely going for a more
5
old
seconds
school
left before
SSG
insertion.
style roam setup on the defense. And
Attackers are heading out to
seem to have
defuse
a
a
pretty
bomb.
standard lineup themselves. You have your flank watch, 2 breaches that take both sides, and Iona and Buck for your entry game. So.
Here we are into the round now. Looks like they're going to try to initially take, looks to be kitchen as well as the Fancy on this room here. He's got that hatch open. And opening pick from Dynamite on the key. That's the buck removed. Don't know where that was from. Oh, they already got the breach gone, but Bernana's there with a tight angle.
Swapping mags!
Pitter-patter of his gun will go through the wall, but no more to be found. K removed. There's going to be 1 C4 off the board. There's still 2 more on the side of Danger Platypus. Now we get into the 2-minute mark. And still a little, in terms of map control, gain from the attack player. You only have Tigers inside of Trench here. I mean, from that garage side, the rotate's been called out. Here in come the drones towards Pillar to try to find some of these members. They will spot out Fancy, who's rotated back down. Still, this drone has gone unchecked. And, well, they'll spot another player in blue, but that's realistically all they're going to get. They're going to try to take bunker full force by getting that wine wall open, hopefully going for a quick plant on the pillar. But they got 4 members here to try and slow down Fancy the first. Try and stop this push. He might swing out. He will get down. Still retrievable. Cross being held by Bernana. It's looking like it's going to be a 3v4 here. Minute left, and not a whole lot of pushing coming up from the side of the attackers still. Tigers getting aggressive, though.
Yeah, it looks like they want to get the boiler wall, but they still haven't switched up, and Tigers just makes the play to open up the site. Dark Bacon Lord is chasing Tigers, puts him down. It's equaled up again, 2v2. 1 man on the breach. Oh, and that's the breach player. Thunder is planning on Pillar in a 1v2. Looks like he's sticky.
Attackers activating
It's going to be a tough
diffuser.
task to finish out this round by himself.
Indeed.
He's vacating the site, but he doesn't have the wall open, so he's going to have to play more aggressive on the plan. But he does have a drone on case.
Dire for him, not as much though as he swings on the bacon, but that's all he'll get. Garrett the final kill. And that's going to be another round clawed back from the defense here.
Bomb diffuser
Bring it to
disabled
a
by
2-0
defenders.
scoreline for Danger Platypus.
Defenders win.
Yeah, that's a 2v5 and a 2v4 that they've thrown so far. Unfortunate for Aute. Maybe they're just a little bit, you know, a little just got the jitters, the opening game jitters. They still have 4 rounds to claw their way to get a good attacking split, but not much to say other than just good plays by the last remaining players on the defense for just getting the just fighting back. So
Attackers need to
on to the
locate and
third
defuse
site.
as many bombs as they can.
Definitely was a lot of just good plays from the defenders, but also a lot of misplays from the attackers. You saw Tigers didn't really have a whole lot of people to trade him back when he played to aggressively enter pillar like that. He managed to pick up 2, but no one was holding the crossbow. They can finally manage to put him down here. So really good play from both defenders, but there's a lot of things that the attackers need to shore up going into the last 4 rounds. Barring Gaming being brought out by the defenders here. Finally, we're seeing that Valk getting brought out, both the Valk and the Mira. The Mira here is going to make pushing this library side a lot more daunting. But I feel like as long as they do an overclear here, they should be relatively fine. And it looks like that's might be what's going down. You got 3 players spawning over towards the campfire. So you have a couple there to meet the library head-on, but you also have that spearhead heading towards the piano side to hopefully clear it over and clear out that Mez player, or a suicide player should there be one.
Yeah, it looks like they have the Captao to take care of the player in suicide if there is anyone, which is fair. That's one of the easier ways to deal with a person there. The Thermite, not certain how that's going to be used for this attack. I guess we'll just have to see, because it seems like they're focusing relatively direct on library. There's one person coming from the piano side of the map, but oh, he's already like all the way in piano. I wonder if they know if he's like there right now.
Imagine that would probably have a Valk cam on it if he was smart here. Garrett might not be aware to his position, just kind of trying to meet
Bomb diffuser had been dropped. Attackers recovered
the library player head on. And now here comes multiple reinforcements over towards that side, as now Thunder is kind of joined Tigers there. Banana still holding the cross. The Valk, if need be, could still drop down Mez to rotate, but it seems like Banana is wary of that. He's going to go over towards that office side to try and cut off that rotation as well. And now a lot of pressure is being put on Garrett here. His back is up against the wall. He's cornered by several different members of the attackers, but he's wasting a lot of time. There's a minute and 15 left in this round. You still have the Wamai on the top blue shield that they have yet to clear here. And Woggle will actually get down by Garrett, I believe, and secured with 2 C4s, one getting Wago and one getting Thunder. That's the spearhead removed. Simon finds Banana, and now it's just bare knuckle brawling here from the side of the attackers. They have to make something happen. A minute left on the clock, 5v2. There's not a whole lot that they can do. Now Rangers posted up over towards the K9 window here. Tigers just aggressively trying to take piano, trying to find the flankers if there are any, but it doesn't look like there are. Now 30 seconds left. Ranger as well, getting lit up by the MTX of Garrett. They still have yet to take control of Ivy here, and they're just stalling out. They're going to try to double swing here. Fancy will get lit up. Tigers tries to swing onto Garrett, but he has the read. Now it's all on Ranger in a 1v5 with 15 seconds left. This round is good as done, and it's flawless as well as Garrett shuts it out with the final kill, making it 3-0 for the side of Danger Platypus.
Yeah, I'm not 100% certain what's going on. I don't know if it's just a little bit of lack of communication on the side of Aute. They don't seem very comfortable, or maybe it's just they don't have like a full-on plan. But they had like some good map control earlier. It's just they just didn't do much with it, unfortunately. And
Defenders, protect your
Garrett
bombs
was able to
being
just
defused by attackers.
pick people off one by one. They're going
looks
back to the
like
kitchen
they
dining to start it all off.
It looks like they took their foot off the gas and they took the map control that they wanted, and they kind of let the flankers go through unnoticed. They stalled out trying to push out that Mez player, even though they did have a player on office watching the Mez drop. Well, they could have had someone on the, or not the window, the Ivy window, to hold Mez. They definitely had all the pieces in place. There was just no gas on the throttle to actually get done. At least from what I could see.
Yeah, it could just be, you know, that maybe they're just setting it up for the biggest comeback. Who knows? But on to the action phase for round 4, and it seems to be another like library over. Fancy Sun's downed already. That must have been a friendly fire.
Was that?
I don't know.
Maybe
There's no nades missing.
I don't know.
I guess that's possible. I don't. Oh well. So they're continuing their library over clear. Gonna do the same general thing. Oh, they're reinforcing late. He's able to get the wall up. Ranger not able to get the early pick there.
Oh, Bacon must be sweating bullets.
Yeah, looks like Banana sitting on big window to help with the clear, catch anyone off guard as they're falling back from piano or office. Which means Wago's going to be opening that wall soon. Oh, and an opening pick. That's Garrett gone. He was a menace last round as the Valcon Mez. And it's a 5v4, but Fancy Sun is also at 1 HP right now. So, not looking the greatest early on in this round for Danger Platypus.
Definitely does not seem that way, but there seems to be some stalling here. Tiger's waiting to push Piano Shield here until that wall gets open from Wago. It's going to put Fancy in an even more tough position. Swings out onto the breach. Does he know that there's one close? It does not seem like it. They are heavily looking to clear him out. Once again, swinging that breach into the drone. Shoots it back, though, but he's just trying to stall out some time. Pre-fires come out to try and deny some advances here. But Ranger will eventually finish him off. Dyna, oh, just barely missing Banana on the basement floor through the floor there with the shotgun. Now they know where the smoke is. But they do have top floor control all to themselves, but they don't have a whole lot of vertical clear here. You only got the 3 breaching charges on Ranger to try to open up some vertical angles, but I don't know if they are planning on opening it at all. There it goes. Banana will actually be downed. Finished off by Simon. Another one to fall. That's Thunder on the ground now. As the Cade Claw will be reapplied to the wall, there's not a whole lot that they can do here to get it off with 30 seconds left. They gotta make something happen here. Ranger using those breaching rotates above. We could need the smoke of dynamite. But no, it's gonna be Simon that eventually falls. Now it's a 2v4 for the side of Danger Platypus. Desperately trying to make something happen. Ranger to fall, and Bacon with a double to shut it down. Diffuser is cold. Thunder is miles away. Once again, another thrown round from Eos Aute to make it 4-1 for Danger Platypus. What is going on right now?
So a couple things. So, first round, which they probably didn't see it, but the first time they defended that, Dark Bacon Lord was trying to trick that dining wall, and they got it off the second time, but like he just applied his second one that he had in pocket, and they had already rotated away. I'm confused why they didn't just shoot that off with 20 seconds. It would have been tough because Dynamite on the smoke had all 3 smokes and they still had a C4 at that point. But it's just that their clear is good as far as they're getting the picks, but they just, you know, they didn't have like the top down to play off that bit better. So unfortunate deficit that they're at right now. Their best bet is just winning these last 2 and just kind of resetting on defense, but we'll see. Looks like the same lineup as last time that they held Garage, so we'll see if the attack can get it going this round.
This definitely looking dire for Aute. You figured that after they kind of lost that first round to the Cade tucked on the corner of the breach, that they would have brought a sledge for the... I actually think they did bring a sledge, but the sledge got down. You figured that they would have opened the vertical there. I guess there wasn't a call for it, or they wasted too much time on the clear to try and get that wall open. But kind of a poor play, just letting the Cade of, I believe it was Bacon, both of those rounds kind of sit in that corner uncontested, just allowed to drop the diffuser twice. Now, here comes a lot of utility, and it's not gonna catch the Cade Claw. That is unfortunate. Second nade come out from Ranger to try and deny the trick, but once again, it's a Cade Claw, so there's not a whole lot that they can do here. There's no Thatcher. They don't have EMPs on the board, which means that this wall is going to stay closed.
Yeah, the
Dyna
Cade Claw, I
with an
believe, is on the
excellent
top
job.
of the stairs, which is why that nade did not blow it up. So.
Bomb located by
I believe it
attackers.
was tricked, actually.
Yeah, because there's one on the boiler wall, and I think the second one is because the nade blew up exactly where you needed to throw it in the garage itself. So, an unfortunate read on the side of Aute there. But they are opening up the big garage wall. They still have a thermite charge if they can get the Cade off of the boiler.
Device in position.
Oh, and that's Habana dead. Dynamite opening up this round. Halfway through, they're down man. They don't have as much map control and walls open that they
Bomb diffuser has
need
been
for
dropped.
success.
Definitely is unfortunate. Ooh, Dyna almost having the head of Tigers, but he dips out of the way just in time. But they don't have any case control here. It's been left outside. Looks like Thunder is going to retrieve it here. But once again, that Spearhead of Banana is gone. You don't really have anything else in terms of... You don't have a whole lot of utility. Thunder's out of Rotero drones. He does still have flashbangs in pocket. And there is summon Tigers, but he will be dropped by Dyna. He's going really quiet this game. You expect Tigers to be there for the team, and he's not showing up when it matters. Waga will find one in Dyna, but he will be down, leaving Thunder in a technical 1v4. Doesn't look like Doggo is going to be retrievable, but hold on. Managed to find one on Defancy. He managed to swing out and catch this player. Could be disastrous here. Bacon will finish off what he started, and he will finish off the round on top of it with the shotgun from close range for 2 to bring it 5-0 for DP.
Yeah, I'm not 100% certain what to say there. There's a timeout called. I'm surprised it wasn't called sooner. Honestly, probably after I would have called it after being down 3-0 to like get a plan for like the next 3 rounds or a play style change to like update kind of thing. But it's definitely a tough game for everyone on the side of the Aute. Bernana had his very strong round, but unfortunately it ended up into a lost 2v5. Things are probably a bit tough in the comms of Aute right now. But the match isn't over, They just need that momentum. Chalet, Chalet's generally an attacker side of map, but this could be a defender side of Chalet with these bans maybe.
Definitely seems like it. But I will like to point out they left a lot of really good ops through in at least for attack for the ban phase. Like they let the Dokkaebi through. They let the Jackal through. They let those kind of operators that let you know where people are. They left those up, and I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe they've only brought in the Dokkaebi once. There's not a whole lot of actual...
they brought Dokkaebi twice, I believe.
Bombs.
Yeah. Which could help dramatically in that late round, knowing where these players are, not allowing them to flank as well. You kind of see the Nomad. Tigers was running that a lot, but Banana is now going to be on that Nomad for this round in particular. They managed to shut down a couple of those flanks, but there's been a couple rounds where that has spelled disaster for the side of Aute, and so we'll see if Danger Platypus has it in them to go for flawless, or if Aute are going to put up a fight.
5 seconds
Yeah,
left.
I say one thing I'd like to point out, just an adaptation from the last time that Danger Platypus played the map.
Defuse a bomb.
Bringing the mute instead of the Valk, which I wonder if they were expecting Flores to be brought. I can't remember if last attack on the site if they played the Flores, but they've been playing a lot of Flores.
Yes.
Okay, so which is a good adaptation, but I guess they just adapted expecting that, you know, kind of a 5D chess move, you feel. But this is a solar side take.
Bomb located by
See if they can get
attackers.
that quick map control like last time, but you know, more effectively make use of that.
Well, they definitely took Piano side like very efficiently on their last time. You can already see Tigers is making headway over towards that position. They're not going to make an effort to hold Piano from the attackers, but they're just going to stop them right at that Ivy door to not let them take any more map control. You got Fancy Plan on that shield top blue. Could stall out the defense here. Tigers, we're just waiting for some sort of clear from Banana or Wago to clear out the World Mice so that he can get the shield, which was a massive issue from the side of Aute the last time they pushed over Tabar. And you can see he's still kind of waiting for the clear here, but there you can see two more players are stacked up here. And here come the flashbangs coming out from Banana to catch out the ADSs, the Lamai magnets, and in the grenades, but it will get zapped out. One ADS was not burned. That is unfortunate. Both nades gone. Oh my. That is unfortunate from the side of Aute. That blue shield will remain.
That
Unless
shield
they
is
can just-
impenetrable now.
Impregnable, you might say.
Unpregnable, I say.
Well, you probably say it wrong.
Thunder just hopped in the library. He's taking control. He got the mirror down.
Oh no.
Wago's
That's
down for the
unfortunate.
hatch. But they might not know he's in there. And he's creeping up. Might be able to make a play on the blue light, and Thunder does. It is a 2v4, however, and Thunder with another kill. Things are on the up and up. They're not in a horrible position in a 2v3. One of the defenders is getting back to site right now. He was flanking, and I think that's how one of the players died on the side of Aute.
You got Bacon playing those stairs there. Now 20 seconds left on the side of the attack, and they have to make something happen. Not a whole lot of time. They still got 15 seconds. Looks like it's just going to need to be a hatch drop here. Ranger is contemplating dropping that hatch. He'll eventually commit, but he's going to be spotted out from the Mira. He's going to run in to try to catch the stock player, but he'll fall to Dyna. It's just 3 seconds left for Thunder. It's going to be nothing from the side of Aute, and the attack is DP go flawless on defense.
Yeah, maybe they should be defense Platypus now after that. Sides are flipping. You know, Aute's only hope is returning the favor. Can they out-defend Danger Platypus? It's a tough thing to see. We're seeing Master Bedroom Office as their initial site on defense. Looks pretty standard so far with a Cade and the Valk. Castle a little bit crazier, but we'll see what they do with that.
That's interesting.
Attackers need to
I don't know
locate
where
and
you
defuse as many
would
bombs
like
as
my
they
first
can.
thought would be the big window.
Yeah,
But like I don't know what else you would have to castle.
I say probably big window. Maybe you castle ego door. Looks like they're castling piano window. I guess depends on if they're extending a lot. That's usually what I would do. Like if I was going underneath, maybe I'd castle the jungle door, or extending horizontally. Maybe I'd castle like maybe the box door or something like that. Doing something a little
10
crazy.
seconds to insertion.
Doesn't seem like that's the case with Castle. They're setting up to hold up library at the start of the round, at least delay that push, and it looks like that's where the attack is coming from, at least the free-place drones we've seen. So.
Definitely like it. And already you can see those ops that were left through the pool there are already being utilized from the side of Danger Platypus to try to put this away. You're seeing the Dokkaebi being brought out. You're seeing the Floras being brought out. They want to clear out this library side, and want to do it quickly. Banana is gonna try to find someone inside of small, but it's gonna be no one there. Fancy on the upside down repel to try to catch up. Someone trying to rotate over from the Mez side. Trying to pinch out some of these players inside of Eos Aute. You can already see the reinforcements being brought in to help Tigers on the Mez position, but Banana, he'll be shot once. Fancy.
Yeah, Fancy with my aim.
A tight angle to hit. That is, I would not blame you for missing that and dying from that. Banana is now playing very cautiously, trying to wait for the flanks here. Tigers out on an island, it seems, and there it is. Dyna with first pick on the Ranger. He's going to look for a second. There it is. Tigers to fall. Dyna's been having a slamming game so far as he managed to take Mez control all by himself. Still have Banana there, downstairs. Gonna look for a potential flank. Spots the drone, shoots it out, and that's gonna give away his position, so we'll just opt to rotate up those solar stairs. Now a lot of control has just been handed over to Danger Platypus for free here.
Bomb located by attacker.
More of those Roteros are gonna try to come out to catch out some of this utility from the side of Eos Aute. Maybe got the wall open, burn a couple of shields or two. Doesn't look like they actually brought one. And, oh, that is ill-advised. Banana tries to swing. He'll be cut down from the canine door from the DMR Fancy. Now it's just a 2v5 here. We've seen Danger Platypus crawl back from these types of deficits. But can Eos Aute do it? It's just Thunder and Wago left. They need to retake here, or otherwise an easy plant will just go down. Swings out onto the breach. Bacon's gonna start that plant. Thunder, he's at 1 HP. It's looking incredibly dire for Eos Aute here. Wago will also get lit up by a tossed grenade here. Just tries to spray out, tried to find the Ivy player, but it's all not there. They're bunching up. They don't have a whole lot they can do. One more nade from Thunder will finish it off, and it's gonna be a flawless round to end a flawless game. After being flawless themselves, Danger Platypus looking formidable on Chalet, taking it 7-0.
You know what? I think we could take a little bit of responsibility on their Chalet, because we did scrib them on Chalet just the other night, and you know.
So we're wholly responsible for that win.
Yeah, yeah. Give 5 flankers and muted points for that one.
What?
Yeah, that was
clinical game.
Quite a turnaround. I guess Dynamite is a solution. I mean, he did play Dynamite that game, you might suggest. Or you might say. Yeah, quite the turnaround for Danger Platypus as a team. There's not much you can say. It's just a bad showing from Eos Aute and a great showing from Danger Platypus.
I don't feel like there's a whole lot more to say here.
Yeah, it's definitely they definitely were trying. Just unfortunate, just nothing they did that would work. Just happens sometimes.
I believe that will put Danger Platypus up in 3rd place, and that will knock Eos Aute down into the 4th place. So now Eos Aute they're at risk of being eliminated. Danger Platypus have dethroned the only undefeated team in the league, I believe.
Yep. Now everyone is defeated.
Yep.
But let's not talk about God of Defeat. He's not in this game. That's another team. Boss Murderers.
Yep. So, I believe that is going to be it from us tonight.
Yep. Everyone out there who caught the stream, have a great night. Hobbs even says have a great night, and Hobbs, he's not always the friendliest man. He's our observer from this game. So yeah, have a good one.